We're recording. This is the Fan and Press Podcast, aka P3. I'm your host Dan, here with the co-host.
Your boy, Pedro.
How'd you forget your name?
Nah, I didn't know if I should have said Lazy Lace, aka.
I was going to say, what happened there, Pedro? That was weird.
I don't want to say aka Lazy Laze, so I don't know. But
And
it's
today we got a guest, two guests on. Our good friend Malesh
Hey, I'm Alesh.
and our good friend Paulo.
Yo, I'm here to represent the dumbasses in the fighting game community, and that's about it.
And me and Polo are like really good fighting game community guys, so you can really respect us.
Me and Malesh. Why are you putting me in a pair, man? I've never seen you in a tournament, Malesh. Stop putting me in a
You see me as CEO, Paulo. That's cap.
Whoa.
We didn't see him there. We didn't see him there.
You don't know if I was doing some local. Like,
Hold on, I didn't see you there either.
Man, yeah, I was there, man. He showed up randomly. I saw him at the end, man. Like,
Okay.
the last day.
Alright, anyway,
Alright.
Malesh, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you like playing?
Right now I'm really into JRPGs, so really playing through some Persona 3 Portable. I know,
Okay.
But I actually got into fighting games like last year around October, whenever they had Street Fighter 5 was on PS Plus. I was like, F it, and I'll give it a shot. I played a little bit of 4, so I had some knowledge of it. I played, Smash Brothers, so big fighting game guys, you guys can tell. And
Good shit.
I got into Street Fighter 5, enjoyed playing it quite a bit, and now that's probably my favorite one still. And now I'm trying to get more into like some of the anime ones. So when Strive comes out, I'm definitely gonna put some hours into it and excited to play it with y'all.
Let's go.
My main is Kami because my brain is very big, so you need a big brain to play Kami.
Were you trying to play
Right.
Strive? I didn't even hear what you were trying to play.
I'm still like gonna wait because I don't know like how much they're gonna change after like beta 2.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, so
Temkin was OD, but now I'm not looking.
Yeah,
at
he's
him
fucking
as too good,
crazy.
man. Not everything's plus. He's still busted, but like not
Yeah.
as busted.
So I'm still gonna look into like the guys I liked playing were like Kai. I liked playing Ino. She was really cool, and I think
know.
She dope.
and Geo maybe just give it a whirl.
Crazy.
I can't play
Play a man. Play someone manly, man. We need dicks in here, man.
So like May?
I'll play
Oh,
Kai.
Hey man, I play May for her playstyle, not her goddamn. She basically has a dick, man. Look at that anchor, man. Look at
Alright.
hey,
Good introduction. Apollo, what you all about? What do you play?
Hey man, I play dumbasses in fighting games. So I'm here to represent that you don't technically need to be good at a fighting game to win a tournament. Noted highlights. I think I accidentally beat like the previous DBFZ tournament winner by accident, I guess.
For
In
what?
the first tournament, I beat him like Dragon Ball Fighter Z, man.
No, which tournament? Which tournament?
It was like a good luck, have fun, man. I beat like the previous, like the last week's champion by accident.
Shout out to
Like,
GLHF.
oh yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah. Ooh.
In case there are people who aren't Jacksonville natives, that was an old
Video game bar.
Yeah, video game bar that we used to be able to go to, but then it got the classic shut down. For several
Unfortunate
reasons.
things happen.
Yeah. So it was not just one thing, but due to unfortunate circumstances that I cannot describe.
Definitely a tragic
Yeah.
event, but
Yeah, but
For real.
hey,
Madden
my
players, bro.
That's how I got
Madden
started.
players.
My first game was Dragon Ball, so like I groomed that game like enthusiasts. What's the word I'm looking for? That's what's the word for like encourages dumbassness. So that's how my play style kind of shape. You got auto combos. All your moves can be safe. You can make DP safe. So that's the kind of person I like to be in fighting games. Yeah.
all true.
And also, if you guys want advice for me as a fighting game vet, and not vet, but like tournament player, if you really believe it's plus, it will be plus.
That sounds like bad advice.
Hey man.
That's good advice with DBZ.
Man, if you really think about it, man, if you really trust and you pray to the heart of the cards, man, that move will be plus.
It'll be
and you should press
plus.
a button. You should press a button.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's who we're working with today. But so first topic of discussion today is, of course, as always, we're gonna be starting it like this every week. KOF 15 trailer. We got Blue Mary this time.
Woo!
Let's go.
He's happy about that. She looks pretty cool. What did you guys think? We'll go down a list so no one's talking at the same time. Pedro, what are you thinking?
All right. She's hot, like usual. Yeah, that's about it. No, I was I'm actually liking what her gameplay looks like now. I'm hoping she looks a little bit different from 14, but I don't know about her combos yet because she hasn't came out. So, but I'm excited to at least try her again and see if I like her this time, because she's the only female character I ever tried multiple times to get into. Yeah, good camera work too. So
Yeah,
great trailer.
yeah, extremely good camera work. What did you guys think, Paulo Malesh? I know you guys aren't the biggest KOF fans, but
So my thing in general is I don't really like character trailers. Like, I don't really get the feel of a character from like watching. Maybe because I'm stupid and I can't tell what it is.
no. Listen, that's perfectly fine. You know,
'cause, like, I
we
can't
seen
get
those
my-
DBZ trailers.
Yeah, those are the worst trailers of all time.
Like, yeah, I hated the Master Roshi trailers, but I actually like playing him because I can't. Like, I didn't get interested, but when I get my hands on a character, I tend to like it more. Because that's why I never get too hyped. She looks cool. At least you get to see like what her moveset and her play style. Sort of gonna be general route, but for me to actually like her, I have to play. Plus, I'm not a KOF fan. It's not a tag fighter. It's like that weird round robin thing where like once your character is dead, right? So I don't know. I don't know enough about the mechanics to tell if she's a good character or not. So I just think she looks alright.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Paulo on this one, where like character trailers I like them just because it's, so many people can get hype about when you see like their character come back or a new one, and you kind of see how they play. But it's also like every time I see one, I'm like, I don't actually know how this character is going to play because I haven't played them. So the Blue Mary stuff was pretty cool. I've been kind of watching all the trailers as they come out, and just kind of, is this cool? King of Fighters obviously has like a very long storied history, so it's really cool seeing the community kind of like rally behind 15. And Blue Mary, he looks hot. Like Pedro said, not gonna cap.
Of course.
And
Hot three females.
And she looks, fun, but I think I'm just kind of interested in just trying her out whenever she comes out.
Yeah, that's true. I actually have a positive take on character trailer. At least if I already know the character, like if I played a previous title, I actually when I get to see the differences. Because when I saw like the differences for my boy Leo, I was like, yo, what the hell is this Rekka? And then you're just like, wait, what? This character, what's going on? And then he has a command grab in the trailer. You're like, all right, bro, thank you. That's all I wanted,
Thank
so
you
get
very
a little
much.
hype on those little changes, and so I like it for that reason.
As for me, I really like that trailer, but mostly because of the camera work. Because one of my things, at least, that I think Street Fighter 4 did extremely well, because let's all be honest, Street Fighter 4 art style, absolute doo-doo. Street Fighter 5, I'm not really a big fan of that art style, but it definitely beats Street Fighter 4 in every way.
That's like a hot take, bro.
But the thing about Street Fighter 4 that carries it for me over Street Fighter 5 any day is the camera work. And it made me really happy that we, like, on her grab where she breaks your arm or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, we got, like, I think it was her EX version. We get, like, the close-up. Like, that's, like, one of my favorite things about Street Fighter 4. Like, look at E Honda's command throw in Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5. Do a side-by-side comparison. You tell me which one is better. Because
Doing that right now.
I'll tell you right now, Street Fighter 4 wins every day. It is so much more
I like
interesting.
Honda's. Yeah.
And
Like throws her ass, and then he comes into the camera and sits on you. It's like hilarious,
and like,
but also really strong.
yeah, and like any other Honda command grab, I'll be honest, I think it's one of the wackiest looking command grabs. I'm not that big of a fan of it. When it's in just normal 2D plane, I don't really like it that much. I think it lacks a lot of impact in the animation personally. But I think Street Fighter 4, like, that really sells it for me. Not just for that move, but like every move where that happens. And it's done really well. So I'm hoping, because we kind of saw like Sam's show. Sam's show, I think, has a lot of Street Fighter 4 inspiration behind it.
Yeah,
Like in terms of visuals.
for sure. Genjiro's super.
Yeah.
We always come back to that one. I
Yeah.
like that one a lot.
That one's really good.
I'm looking at the trailer, like the E Honda grab. I agree, maybe the camera works better, but like I think the EX one is just better in 5 at least, man. Because that EX one is just that with the different color, man.
The color.
Oh,
Because like E Honda's EX looks decent at least, man. Where it at least literally throws you in the air and then butt slams you.
That's fair. That's fair.
Cause like that's what probably what your issue is, like, cause E Honda's like his EX grab, his Street Fighter 4 is like regular grab, so it looks better by comparison.
Yeah.
They don't zoom in at all.
And it's it's more my issue with it is that, and honestly, I think a lot of fighting games of more recent time can learn from this. My issue with it is that we're in the 3D era now. So why not use the camera? That's the biggest advantage of being in 3D, at least from a visual standpoint, is that the camera can move and do crazy things and make things look much cooler visually.
My guesstimate, I'm not trying to write dick here with Street Fighter 5. I'm just looking at it objectively. Like, I think Street Fighter 5 is trying to make it different compared to like the other like command grabs, man. So like the regular ones look like small in comparison to the EX ones, so you get that like meter for that particular move.
I would say that.
That's why Honda's command grabs look kind of stale in 5. Well, like at least the normal version.
Yeah.
So like the EX looks better in comparison.
Cause they reduced Shin Shoryuken to reuse EX Shoryu, and I mean like it's still a good animation, but it's like it like splits me apart.
He doesn't have Shinshoryu at all, except for that one weird.
No, it's his EX uppercut.
No, it's his EX.
No,
Shoryu.
it's his EX uppercut.
Oh, I forgot. Oh,
No.
you're talking about that fake Shinshoryu. I'm talking about the real
Yeah.
Shinshoryu that they.
Oh no, he does.
They added for some reason for that one event.
Oh,
Did you play that,
yeah, I
Dan?
forgot about that. No, I didn't play it, but I forgot about that.
So I'm saying they have the technology to put the real Shinshoryu in the game, but like, nah.
They won't do it.
No, it's like, that's another good topic, though, actually. Let's just switch over to that for a second. So, I honestly think one of the reasons why they do that is not actually to just make EX moves have more impact. I think that one of the recent trends in fighting games has actually been to kind of reduce screen clutter. And that kind of includes, which I'll say this, I know a lot of one of the things people don't like about Strive sometimes is that the counter hit thing moves the camera. When I saw that first trailer, I was actually very excited about that.
You gotta pay attention to what's going on here, man. Hey, man, you get encountered, man.
I just think it looks visually really cool, and it has like a good impact to it, you know?
It definitely does.
And it was kind of refreshing because, like, I can think a whole bunch of fighting games. Street Fighter 5, there's just less moves that cause, like, special animations in general. In Street Fighter 5. And then you got fucking Marvel Infinite, where they're just, they just tried to reduce the screen clutter a lot. And even, like, them reducing UIs to being so
small
and simple and
slick.
Yeah, doesn't Infinite do that weird thing like during supers where they have their own custom backgrounds for supers, so they don't have to like animate them in a different stage?
Yeah. The blue background.
Hey,
that's
man.
a big Marvel thing. Definitely.
Well, it's not even just that. It's like hit effects too in Marvel, and like some supers that are like really flashy in Marvel 3 that have the same animations are just, they don't seem that flashy in Infinite. And like it's the same exact animation. There's nothing different. It doesn't seem that flashy in
Why
Infinite.
cinema? Like you're right, camera work is a really big deal to like give that impact of like a move being powerful or not.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why I'm kind of a NetherRealm fan, so I kind of like what they do. Like
I like yeah.
The fatal blows. Is that's what they call it in 11?
That was
Yeah,
very
fatal
smart
blows
Yeah.
decision. That was a very smart decision.
look way better than in like any supers. Too bad the the only problem with that is like the impactness is sometimes whack. How like they literally should be dead from that fatal blow, but like they just walk out of it.
I mean that's just MK.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
That's
Like,
MK.
It's hard to feel impacted by that big super that I just did when they just literally walk it off. Like, hey, I'm
Oh
alright.
yeah, yeah. Oh, and then the next round starts.
Yeah, that too.
Better than
Yeah.
Injustice, man. I always fucking hated Injustice for that stupid reason. Hey, let me get back up so I can fall down.
I hate that more than anything in all of fighting games. Like you get like a command grab super, or you do any kind of command grab,
Oh,
or like
the
anything,
ground.
and then they hit and they get back up. Oh my god, I hate that fucking game for that.
Really
I
funny.
love it otherwise. But
I don't know if I'm the minority, but I don't enjoy the whole like share like health keep health over round kind of thing that Injustice does, man. It gives me
Really?
too much stress, man. It's like stocks and stuff, man. There's a chance that you're not even when the next round starts, so you kind of have to work up for it, man.
I kind of like it at least in KI a lot because it kind of makes your resources more meaningful, in my opinion.
Ah.
I don't know. That's just how I feel about that.
I would say it depends on the game because I kind of agree with Injustice. I don't know. I'm already getting zoned out, so but my health is low and I'm still getting zoned out. It's like I don't think I'm going in, so I'm gonna zone you back, or something. Like I might
I
play.
might get off topic, but like one other question I want to ask you guys: how do you guys feel about like meters resetting at every round, like in Blaze Blue or like?
Oh yeah, I wanted to bring that
You know,
up. Actually.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
kinda like it. So
I like
waste
it.
them- yeah.
Me too.
You
Makes
just
you
go
use all
all
your
out.
resources.
You just
Yeah.
go all out.
Is that what games actually do the opposite? Street Fighter 5 lets you.
Street Fighter 5.
It's mostly
What the-
Capcom games.
KOF lets you do it because you actually get an extra bar every
Oh,
time your
yeah.
character dies.
Yeah,
So
okay.
you get like a
don't-
little comeback.
Because like I like it because like you don't feel bad about wasting that meter to be stylish at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I also like it because like you just go ham. Like at the
Yeah.
end of the
Mhm.
round, you're like, all right, I got full resources. I got RC, Invincible
If I don't
Super.
use it, I'm wasting it. that
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't Ultras like that too in Street Fighter 4?
Uh,
That's how
yeah.
Every round?
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
kinda nice.
I definitely like it more. It
It's not that
encourages
speed
me.
triggers, but same thing. Like,
Yeah.
well, I don't think ultras were a goddamn win mechanic, but, but like,
Yeah, it's a
same
shit
thing.
ton of damage.
Well, we got a little off topic, but
Yeah.
moral of the story is, I really hope that Blue Mary is like a newer version of the game, where
Yeah.
a lot of the other characters we've already seen have similar camera work now on their animations,
Yeah, like
because that would
Shermie or
be
something.
great.
I know you love Shermie.
Like dude, if Shermie gets camera work on some of her grabs, oh, everybody's gonna lose their mind. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Any more screen shake? That'd be nice.
Well, yeah.
Alright.
So, next thing we got, topic-wise, in the news, is the Kumite. Red Bull Kumite.
Watcha!
Watcha! The Kumite is over. It was honestly a really good event. It was super fun to watch. Really refreshing. We've been, like, starved of real life
events.
tournament offline events for so long.
I would agree.
Yeah. We've been waiting for it.
Yeah, this is my first. Oh, I've been to CEO and actually watched Type to Street Fighter, so never mind.
Yeah, I'm about to say, hey, talk about it. What was your favorite match?
Yeah, what was your
Kinda
favorite
curious.
match?
Man, I think the best match is Crimson and Idom, right?
I know. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't
Oh,
watching.
yeah.
I wasn't watching. No,
Like,
I watched.
I haven't got to watch the whole thing, but I've seen like clips of it, and it's just crazy.
it's just because like no one thought Crimson was even gonna like win 1 or 2 matches, right? Everyone was like, okay, Item's gonna win like 5-2, maybe 5-1,
Mm-hmm.
and then he comes out like swinging, and it's like 4-4, and like, wait, what?
I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
I've never seen Idom lose to Adolzum, so I'm like, he's been beating up Arturo his whole life, you know? His
Yeah.
whole tournament
Was
career.
Kumite
No.
before that weird like mid-season patch, or was it before, or was it
It
after?
was like
No,
right
it was
after.
on
Yeah, it
the
had
patch.
it. It was right after.
It was on
It
the
was,
patch.
it was like the day after.
So I remember Dawson got some buffs, so maybe that's what kind of made
Yeah.
it more difficult, man.
He did get a few.
Yeah, you can't reversal his V-trigger, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's
But
more
to be
pressure.
fair, Laura got buffed too, so Item didn't have any excuses.
Damn. It's true.
So
It's true.
Because V-trigger too, though.
who left.
But,
It hurts.
but I know it definitely affected some people because Problem X didn't make it in the top 8, and he plays Abigail, and he was in a group where he could have used Abigail, but Abigail like big nerfed.
Yeah, so he's Alex. He's my boy Alex. That's the best match to me.
Yo, you're right. Hold on. Honestly, bro, I was Problem X was really close to winning that. Who the hell was he playing the first time he used Alex?
Takamura, that
Yeah.
good ass fucking Akuma.
Akuma. Cause and you know what? I don't blame him. I'm Bison player 2. If you know anything about that matchup, it is so shit.
Oh
It
yeah,
is
you
just-
talk about Bison versus the Kuma?
Yeah, it is so
Thunder
shit.
Fireball.
That I totally understand him changing characters on that because it's not worth it because they just keep demon flipping at you because your anti-air is just kind of sus. So it's
Yeah, at least for checking that. Yeah.
yeah, it's like that move specifically. It's just kind of sus.
I don't
But
know who it was. Maybe because I was just a bad Akuma player, but I remember you, Dan. You were getting my demon flips by jumping up in the air with me.
well, yeah. I mean I don't know. You don't really set it up the way other people do, man. Like some
Yeah.
people. Oh my goodness. They
Yeah.
set up that demon flip and it's just at such a way where it's like, bro, it's too late for me to anti-air right now for the crouch HP. It's not it's not gonna work. I'm gonna trade or I'm gonna get grabbed or something. Something stupid's gonna happen. But so I totally understand that change, but that Alex though, man, he was going ham.
Hey, man, he used V-trigger too. I told you, bro.
He's-
I didn't know you can do a low medium kick into V-trigger like a flying DDT. I didn't know that was a confirm. So now
You
that I
do.
know that, I'm about to start using that.
Online Alex better come out.
Yeah. I always had an Alex. I still play him.
Now Alex is good. Pedro must be super hype.
oh shit.
You didn't know. I've been playing him ever since I saw the patch notes. Season, this is season 5, right? Yeah, season 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been playing him ever since. I'm like, oh, me and G and Alex.
G also got buffed in the mid-season patch. Pedro's is loving.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You know me. I'm good.
All them characters getting big.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you. Man.
I think the most surprising about Kumite was that some of the guys that didn't make it in the top 8, right? Like Takeda and
Yeah.
Gachikun just didn't
Yeah.
make it.
Oh
Like,
my
damn,
God.
bro.
Smug,
even-
oh,
Go ahead.
You gotta get out pools, man.
Like Gachi-kun. I mean, the Smug one kind of hurt me a bit. And then Punk not getting as far as I wanted him to. He got in the top 8, though, but
Yeah.
that was rough.
Bro, we started the whole tournament with a previous grand final. It's Tokido and Bonchad. And
Yeah.
that was the start of the tournament, and that was the previous grand final. You're just like, holy shit.
Man, the
Like-
saddest match was seeing Bancha and Item face because it was just like, man, Taka can't do anything against Poison.
Yeah.
It's a hard matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he went to Karen, and I was like, he fights that matchup all the time. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. That wasn't going to work out for him. And Karen is still a bad matchup with Poison, too. It's not like it's better.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't really. Yeah, that's
I'm
kind
hoping
of.
he bring out the Nash, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, because after those patch notes, I don't
He
think
he probably doesn't have enough time.
Yeah,
Yeah, he didn't have it. Because Nash got a lot of changes.
that
Like,
shit.
I'd
So,
be
like-
kind of unconfident with him, too.
I know Infiltration tweeted out, like, it's coming, and it had, like, Nash. I'm like, all right, bro. Relax.
Bro, he's been waiting since season 1. He's been waiting since season 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
You can't blame him. He's the whole reason that character got nerfed. They nerfed him That's who they nerfed.
Nerfed him though. No, you can play the whole roster. They nerfed the one guy.
They nerfed
Yeah,
one
I mean
man.
the coolest announcement too is that they're gonna do one in America. So it's gonna be cool having another one here.
Oh, sick.
Oh, that's sick.
That's why I heard the second one.
Yeah,
I didn't get any. I didn't find the confirmation though. I don't know where it
they
was.
I
said
didn't
it
know
like
about
during the
that.
stream, like
Oh,
at the end of the
nice.
stream when they're doing the
This-
trophy and stuff.
If it's this year, wait, I don't know if Kumite can be. Never mind.
Yeah, probably this year. They said it
Yeah.
might have Strive too, so that's what everybody's
Mm.
speculating.
Yeah, that makes
Ooh.
sense.
They said like 2 games. No, well, it wasn't 2 games, but they said something about Guilty Gear being involved.
Good.
Ball.
Good.
I mean, I would just be interested in seeing what kind of roster that'd be like though, because you had a lot of Europeans for this one because it's in London,
Yeah.
but you'd have more Americans for this one,
Yeah,
and I think it'd be cool seeing like Nephew in there
yeah. My boy
Yeah.
Chris
Enough.
P, the only Ken.
if he gets invited. Yeah.
Infectious.
I hope so. Oh, Infectious
Actually-
Sleep. I love that dude.
Was
Oh,
Infectious in he wasn't in this, right?
No,
Nah.
he wasn't.
Okay.
He
no.
probably
I don't
just
know
didn't
why.
want to go.
Yeah.
I'm sure they asked him because he's in Europe.
Mm.
He's a European?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
He just didn't want to
Oh,
go,
that's
I
cool.
guess. 'Cause, yeah, he definitely would get asked for sure.
Yeah. 'Cause
Oh, he's
it's like-
goated.
And seeing all those Luffy matches was really funny. My man was seeing his face during the entire time. I was like, man, you alright, bro?
Luffy looks really serious every time he plays.
I just love this guy.
Uh,
Luffy's like, we
Yeah.
should ruin Mika, but guess what, guys? I'm still gonna beat you with Mika.
Dude, that Cammy player Hurricane though? I ain't gonna lie, man. I didn't know where he came from. He was
Oh, I
going
knew about
big.
her. I knew Hurricane because he's like, if you watch like Kami videos, like to get into her, like you always see like Hurricane highlights and stuff.
Okay, that's good. I was about to ask, you liked him? Like as a player?
Hurricane's
on board?
weird. He's like does it like
Mhm.
he's pretty good. Like I don't know, it's hard to say like how good he is because he hasn't like he's
Travel?
won a bunch of like European tournaments, right?
Mhm.
But like he's not like problem where like you know he's really good because he won Evo and he's been in CPTs like placing those. You know that someone like Luffy obviously like good like still
Yeah, and he also won an EVA in a different
Yeah.
game. So.
yeah. So it's like it's he's interesting because he like dominates people online in these online tournaments, but it's like you know we need to just see the results offline to see like okay how good are you when you face good competition. So
Okay.
yeah.
He has a strong flow chart, I gotta admit. Like I was like, oh, he won like 2 games in a row. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah,
Man,
he's
Luffy
definitely
gotta
a
clean
solid
up,
player.
bro. Luffy gotta clean up.
Alright. So, yeah, Street Fighter 5 definitely was popping off. It was really nice to see that. But, we got to see some Guilty Gear. And those matches were pretty cool. I haven't watched all of them yet. But my favorite part that I've seen so far was it was Wawa and Shanks. And Wawa threw Shanks like 5 times in a row.
Yeah, I was like, it was 4 throws in a row. It was pretty good.
I was like,
I'm not
okay.
gonna lie, I watched everyone except my boy Sajam said, let's skip over the Ram mirror because we know what she does.
Oh,
I was like, you know
no.
what? You're
You're
right.
right. You're
And I
right.
didn't watch it. So I didn't watch it.
I'm not gonna lie. Watching mirror matches in any fighting game, not fun.
Really? I love watching mirrors sometimes.
Yeah, it
You-
depends on the character.
Like if you watch Kari in mirrors, bro, that's not fun at all. It's like who can get the hit confirmed first.
They're
and
hitting
maybe-
crouch medium punch the whole time.
Yeah.
And they're hitting Cosmedium punches. They're trying to whiff punish with the same fucking button. It's weird. But
Like,
Did
you
we
see,
watch
like,
Chip
they had-
Ogawa? But Samito versus Ogawa. Did you guys watch that one?
yeah, that one was good. That one, I saw a lot of people talking about Twitter on. Everybody's like, bro, I thought Chip was bad. He's amazing now. He's great.
Not
bad.
They just don't know how to laugh.
They just don't know how to
They don't know
laugh.
what they can do.
They don't know how to laugh.
I
Now-
like Chip.
I will
I like
say, it really looked to me like Ogawa was really struggling against Chip, like, a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a bad matchup. I mean, it's day 0, -0, actually.
Yeah,
But
I don't even know if in past games if it's a bad matchup. I can't remember.
it's like he just looked like he was having a really hard time because like I feel like any time he really got a hit in, it was always a jab.
Yeah.
And Zato doesn't really confirm off of jab in Strive. So he kind of hit him, but like then nothing would happen. And then he'd get a good hit and he'd take like 75% every time.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. Would kill that man.
Yeah. It was very it looked like it was very difficult for him to deal with as Zato. Um
Sato's like confirms are really bad. That's why
Mm.
people don't consider him very strong right now. But as you can see, he has damage and great pressure.
Yeah, we'll see what he ends up doing. I honestly I think he's gonna put in some work, but that jab thing might be an issue.
I'm telling you right now, my boy Chip, he going far, bro.
Much.
I hope so.
He
I
got a
want.
lot of good tools. I don't know why people thought he was bad just because he didn't have his stupid stuff from XR.
It's pretty much because everybody's like, all right, he dies immediately, and
Yeah,
he doesn't have
can't
a
teleport.
teleport. Yeah,
because he can't move as fast as he used to, but he still moves really fast.
yeah. So
So-
everybody was just like, he's dead on arrival. Ah,
The best thing though is like the cool wall mix-ups he can do. Like he uses the alpha
yeah,
blade
that
to
shit's
hit the
mad
wall.
cool.
And he can run up. He automatically runs up, so then you just hit like towards the player, so like back, and then you just like cross him up.
Oh.
And little things like that. So I mean, like he's cool. He's got some stuff, some sauce. Does shit ton damage too.
Hell yeah.
So.
But yeah, Strive was definitely cool. See more. We got what? How long we got here?
Couple weeks. June 11th.
We have exactly 2 weeks.
Exactly 2 weeks. I was about to say
Exactly
that.
2 weeks till the game drops. So we will see if any more information comes out.
I
I'm-
can download the game and not be able to play it online until the next day.
Yeah, I mean that's
yeah,
probably
got
gonna
pre-order.
happen.
I forgot. Yeah, still got
Arco
pre-order.
about to make the comeback.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Arco definitely about to come back.
Arco
That
about
was my
videos
homie,
again.
bro.
I'm just expecting it. I'm gonna take the time to lab. You know,
Hey man, just play the story mode.
I'll probably tell Pedro to come over so he can play. So
Our code. Oh, you mean
Our-
just
yeah,
Yeah,
offline,
I
offline.
I forgot about that.
Our code got hands.
You guys, have you guys been looking around Orlando? Has any actual fighting game tournaments been starting up? at
Yeah,
all?
actually, I think our local is back. I wanted to show up this week, but I kind of forgot about it.
But then you
Yeah.
had, then you got COVID, right?
I could have
Yeah.
went actually. I went to the pool instead. It was a good time though. I had a good
Do
time.
you know what they're hosting, or is it like everything, or is it just like one particular game? Because that's how it's starting off.
I'm not
Usually it's-
really
yeah.
sure what they're doing, but I feel when we used to go, which that was 2 years ago, so anything could have changed. They were
Yeah,
really
yeah.
into Eunice. That was like kind of the main
Yeah,
game.
cross tag a little bit when
Yeah,
it came
cross
out.
tag too. And,
But they usually have anything there. Like, It
Yeah.
just depends on comes.
but yeah,
like,
I definitely want to go.
Yeah, like Marvel 3 to Tekken, all that. It's crazy.
The locals right now are like for Dragon Ball and Tekken 7 right now. Here in Jax.
Yeah,
There's
Oh,
no, there's still Smash locals too.
Oh, I forgot about. I don't give a shit about them.
This makes a lot of money because no one's getting those locals.
So,
Yeah, that's what's up.
How much you make?
You made like 50.
let's go.
Hey
Like,
man, is it weekly?
Yeah.
I technically won some money for my last tournament. I won $5 for third place in Dragon Ball. Let's go.
Hey,
Right.
I got that. What you call it? You go even. What's the word?
um,
When you split it,
Split the. No, even.
when you
I
go
forgot.
even, like
Yeah, when you
You
like
tie?
make money, like when you lose money, you make money, and like in a certain like.
oh,
bit.
break
mean-
even, break
Oh,
even.
you
break
break
even.
even.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it broke even. Could have
Nice.
stayed for second, but that's fucking.
Hey, that's fine.
But freaking that tournament was taking too long. Got there at 7. The tournament was supposed to start at. It started actually at 9. Man, I was.
What the hell?
You know,
What?
how it
that's
is,
that's
man.
big L.
That's crazy.
Most
Nice.
tournaments are like that. Unless like most local tournaments are like that, where like it's a bunch of dickheads just still trying to figure it out. Man, I know how hard it is sometimes just to set up a little thing like this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it is kind of
They had a stream, so like they were dealing with that shit most of the time.
Yeah.
hard.
So the goal is obviously top 8 Guilty Gear Strive locals would just be all of us, right?
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. We're gonna take over a whole local.
It will happen.
100%.
I mean, if like 8 of us join, we have a good chance of at least half of us being in the top 8, right?
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Alright.
goals.
I gotta admit, one of my dreams is to open up a tournament when I have the time.
Crazy.
You trying to be the next
So
Spooky?
here's the plan, you guys. We're gonna enter in as a team. We're like we all have the same like name and shirt and stuff, and we're all gonna play one single character.
Let's go. Shit, you don't think I'll do it? This better be the right one.
You're gonna have to play May. I'm sorry,
May.
Pedro. You're gonna have to play her.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, I used to
boy.
play her next third. So,
Hey, you
I
guys
don't know.
have fun with that. I don't know whose team I'm on, but not yours.
Yo, wait, Dan, did you you get it? You probably had it muted, but did you get to hear May's song that she's gonna kick your ass to? Yeah.
No, I haven't listened to it yet.
Listen to it real quick. I'll link you the video.
I can't listen to it right now. I have to
Uh,
I have to give it an honest listen, because it's the new Nanase theme and Must Die theme. Like,
I like it.
you got to give it an honest listen because you either are gonna hate it or you're gonna love it.
It perfectly matches the character. That's all you really
Yeah,
need to do when you.
I went in with no
when you make a fighting game
expectations.
song.
I went in with no expectations, and I was pleasantly surprised.
Like I hate that shit, man. Where like I get I like having a cool theme for a character, but if it doesn't match who the hell I'm playing, it pisses me off. He's got
I
he has a jazz ass theme for his goddamn.
That totally
song
makes
that
sense to me.
Yeah, he's
Well,
just
how does
chill.
it make sense? How does jazz make
All right,
sense?
he's a hitman, bro.
Yeah,
Jazz is usually notorious with like in mobster movies and whatnot. That totally makes
Yeah,
sense.
I think you're
Cowboy
stretching a little
Bebop.
bit
No,
there.
Cowboy Bebop has jazz, and they're hitmen or bounty hunters.
They're bounty hunters at best, man.
But there's hitmen in the show
It's a
too.
theme, man. I don't know, man.
I don't know, maybe
No,
not.
jazz,
really.
jazz
Like, give me that-
totally makes
give-
sense. That's my favorite song in that game.
That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite songs too. But I just don't think it matches the character it belongs with, man. Like,
Agree to
what's Hit
disagree.
thinking about, man?
Bro,
He's
every
probably thinking
time
about-
I play that song and his intro goes and he pops up and he's like, "I'm gonna kill you now." And I'm feeling myself. You tell me you ain't feeling yourself? It's so
No, I
good.
don't feel. I feel the song, man. What's the? Hey, you got? I have a personal question, man. What song do you guys hate getting your ass kicked to?
Oh shit.
Oh boy, Nanase theme.
Oh, alright, you're sweet.
I don't like that
You had
song.
it in the
I don't
mind.
like that song. I'm on the dislike side of that.
No, every time I Edge theme, I don't want to listen to Edge theme and lose.
What?
Oh.
I like it.
I just want to.
You know what?
Hear,
That's
Beat
understandable.
that person.
It's like
Yeah,
a Street Fighter 4 song I hate listening to while I get my ass beat.
Street
I don't
Fighter
know.
4, Street
Trying to
Fighter
think
War.
I probably have to go through the list, but like off the top of my head, probably hit Steam right now. I don't want to get my ass kicked to jazz. Super combo.
Mine's
Hey,
probably
man.
Byakuya's song from
You don't
Eunice.
like the Byakuya's? Oh man.
No, I don't like getting my ass beat to it, but I like
okay,
I like
okay.
beating other guys' ass to it.
See, I just don't like Nanase's theme.
It's a double sword. It's a double-edged sword,
I'm
you
trying
know.
to bust a not bust a move. Come on.
But yeah. So, all right, our main topic today
Shit, we have
is the future of fighting games.
Whoa,
All right.
pretty deep.
So, first up, I'm gonna ask some questions. All right. So, I think that especially in Twitter today, I guess today and yesterday, if you guys have been paying attention to it at all, the rollback conversation has come back up again because of Virtua Fighter 5.
Oh, wow.
Oh shit! I forgot.
Is it having it or is it not?
It does not have it.
Oh,
So everybody's and it's really funny how somehow people are back on their dumb shit where they're like, yeah, delay based netcode, it's fine, I swear. And like we've literally gotten to the point where it is beyond proven that it is so dick. And
Yeah.
it can sell a fighting game. Literally, it can literally sell a fighting game. Ponies what do people say? Ponies.
Them fighting herds.
Yeah, them fighting herds has a more consistent player base on PC than Grand Blue Fantasy Versus.
Hey, man. You're not talking about the actual winner. A good example, Accent Core. People didn't get when that got a Steam release, man. And
Yeah,
there was a
Steam.
bunch of assholes who
Yeah.
didn't know what the hell that game was. Got freaking
Accent
got it.
Core, nobody who cared about it, everybody fucking got it. Right?
Yeah, man. It's like, oh, it got netcode.
It's beyond proven that your netcode will sell your game.
Yeah.
Yet they chose to not put it in Virtua Fighter.
What do you think is just because it's a remake?
I think
Is it a
that's
remake?
exactly it. Yeah, it's a remaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, more of a remake because it's made in a new engine and with new models.
Yeah, but I don't think they're actually changing game mechanics or anything, right?
Not really.
No.
Just
Yeah.
just
So I could
content,
I could
guess.
definitely see Sega just being lazy, not caring.
See, I think it's actually part of that, but I also think part of the other problem is this is kind of a dumb excuse for them because any good marketing team would just realize that this is a huge fucking issue. But they haven't been in the fighting game market for the last 10 years. So people haven't been screaming at them about rollback, unlike all the other companies who have been, the last 10 years have been getting yelled at constantly for rollback. Sega hasn't had that. So I think maybe they just didn't care, but if so, shame on their marketing team.
Something to add to that is also they're really focused on esports, even though I think that's not where they should be putting their money towards.
No,
Especially because offline is not
what
back.
competitive game does Sega have besides that?
I don't know.
I mean, that's
I
about
have
it,
no
honestly.
idea.
And like, I guess their idea is like they're making it free on PS Plus. Or like, we'll have an immediate player base and people will just play it.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I'm definitely gonna download it and play for a little bit, but I don't think I'm gonna. I don't think I'm gonna like 3D fighters much. That's just my hunch.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I heard that from someone, and they actually really liked it in the end, like Alex.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I think that'd be good. 'cause I
Depends
wanna
on the
play-
character. If you find the character.
You can enjoy any fighting game as long as you're willing to learn its stupid mechanics and have a community, man. I can roll with anything, man. What game am I surprised? I'm surprised I learned freaking Blaze Blue, man. Central Fiction, that mini game ass game, but like then the goon started playing it, man. That is not the game for me. Yeah, man. Everyone else is playing it. I guess I gotta learn.
Yeah. I think you're on something there, Paulo.
That's for sure. I mean, also, I would say characters are really important too. Like, if you can resonate with one, you'd be surprised how much you'd play a game for one.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't think. Is it okay? Is it that Virtua Fighter 5, even the newest one, looks still pretty okay looking?
Yeah.
Looks like a PS4 game.
Yeah.
It doesn't look that special.
Like even, but our shows is very. I think it's bland. I think that's my.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too. And I mean, I'm not really a Virtua Fighter fan. It's
like
just,
King of
I don't know if
Fighters-
you guys seen the older version, but like they just go for realism. That's all they do.
Yeah, I mean that's like their thing. I understand. I don't have to like it though.
Oh no, I know. But I'm just saying, like, that's their theme, so I can understand why you find it bland.
I don't know. In my mind, I guess like, so my thing with a 3D realism fighting game, I'm always going to compare it to Tekken 7 in terms of visuals, because Tekken 7's been out since what? Like
2016.
2016, at least.
Like, no, is that are we talking about the arcade or the?
Yeah,
I'm talking about consoles.
No,
I
I'm
like
talking
it on
about the arcade. It's been out
Arcade's
for a
like
long time.
2013, probably. I think.
Yeah, it's been out for a
no,
really
Tekken
long
7?
time. Yes, Tekken
Yeah,
7.
the arcade port. Yeah, the arcade
The
version.
arcade version's been out since 2013, and it looks like it does, and it looks really good, to be honest with you. So I kind of my brain's in that area where
So
it's like I
arcade is
see.
2015. That game does not look like a 2013 game. That's why you guys are confusing me. The arcade
All
release
right,
is 2015.
2015.
Yeah, but I was about to say, like, it looks pretty good. Like, there's no way it came out 8 years ago.
Yeah.
8
Tekken
years ago.
7, the actual release date.
But
Probably
it's
next
still
year.
that's still a really long time ago, and Virtua Fighter. I know they're updating it, but if they were going out of their way to overhaul the graphics,
Yeah.
why
But
not
it's
make
like-
it look that good?
Yeah, I think it just comes down to we don't really know what Sega's trying to do with this. It's like,
Yeah, that too, because it could be one of those things where they're building hype for Virtua Fighter 6.
but it's also
potentially.
like,
Yeah,
how
they
much,
said that.
and it's like, how much cachet does Virtua Fighter even have now, though, right? It's like, I don't know. If Virtua Fighter 6 got announced next week, that'd be cool, but I don't think I'm gonna like King of Fighters 15 is a lot cooler to me coming like that comeback almost than like I think Virtua Fighter 6 would be. Like I don't ever hear anyone be like, Virtua Fighter though, but there's plenty of people that say King of Fighters
That's-
though.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of those Virtue Fighter guys.
You know,
I don't
Virtua
talk about it because it's not
Fighter.
alive until now. So
Virtua Fighter is kind of interesting in that aspect because I actually think there's a huge, like, untapped kind of market with that. Because I definitely hear quite a bit of people say, like, oh yeah, I love Virtua Fighter, this, or this. But we haven't had a new game for like 20 million years. But
Yep.
I see, this is where I think their marketing team really made a significant error. Is that it's almost like now in the climate we're in, people kind of almost get like shit on if they're like, yeah, I like this game, but it has delay based, Like, it's like you're not really celebrated, as opposed to like, I like this game and it has rollback, and then like, Guilty Gear Accent Core, it's like, oh man, whoa, this game's great.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very, because now there's just gonna be a negative, like, before the game is even, but is it out? I forget it. Is it out
Nah,
yet?
Coming
June
out,
1st.
it's gonna come out Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, June 1st.
There's already a negative connotation behind the game now.
Yeah, like, a lot of the hype that people would have had for it is now gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because let's be honest, if there's anything that Virtua Fighter fans want, every single game they have had that has online is delay based. That's the one significant modern update they probably are looking for.
Yeah, especially with no one really knowing when locals are gonna come back. So it's like,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Yeah, you're right about Dan. Where I think COVID really showcased to a lot of people that like fighting games can really thrive based on their online.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Before they
And-
ignored it.
Like the only reason Street Fighter still gets played is because it's Street Fighter 5. Even though the online still is poopy,
Yeah.
all right?
Yeah.
It's like people are still gonna play it just because it's
Street Fighter.
the most popular fighting game still probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even that number, I still feel like it could be more. And to be honest with you, I think Street Fighter kind of actually got lucky more of when it came out. Because it came out and, it was a Street Fighter game and everybody's like mildly happy about it.
Mildly. That's true.
And that is just, it's kind of like an advantage, but like I feel like let's say the Marvel Infinite time, like I feel like if Street Fighter 5 came out then, I think it would have been a lot different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it had no competition when it came out. I know what you mean.
Yeah, the only
Yeah.
competition was Guilty Gear Xrd Sign, because that's the
Yeah.
first console fighting game for the last gen, actually. Is Xrd Sign, which is kind of funny that they're doing that again when you think about it.
Yeah, with Strive.
But
I don't think it's funny at all.
well, no, it's very smart, really, because
Yeah.
it's going to be a much more effective marketing strategy this time, too.
Yeah, they always upgrade versions or whatever, big update during the whole console's lifespan. So
Yeah, but curious to see what they do with Strive. It's like because there's gonna be a PS5 version. So it's like, I guess in theory they're kind of pigeonholed where they have to, if they make like a Strive Zerd 2 whatever thing,
Yeah.
they couldn't just make it only for the PS5 just because it's like 5 years later. So now we're just gonna pay everything here, right?
Yep.
I mean, I guess it could, but
Yeah.
that'd
I
be
think you're
interesting.
right.
Yeah, I think at least Street Fighter 6 is probably gonna come out in like a year or two,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure like Capcom's biggest thing on their like whiteboards, like rollback nickel implemented properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, that was one of the other interesting Twitter topics that came up. So all of the delayed based people were defending their delayed based games in the strangest way possible, because everybody's like, this is the argument, and this is coming from someone who's a huge fan of Marvel Infinite, by the way. Everybody's
What, you are?
like everybody's like, "Oh, well, you guys are so willing to jump on to whatever rollback game comes out, but I didn't see you all jump on Marvel Infinite when it came out." And it's like, the thing people don't understand, and you could tell they haven't played it when they say that, is that Marvel Infinite's rollback was passable. It wasn't great. It was passable. It functioned. Like, it works. Unlike Street Fighter V, like the rollback in Marvel Infinite still isn't like, oh man, like this is amazing, I'm never gonna have an online issue ever again. It's not like Strive, where I can literally play a 200 ping opponent from Japan and it runs almost exactly the same somehow. I still don't understand how that works, but it's crazy. But it does that.
Yeah.
And like Marvel Infinite, it's like it was passable. And not to mention, disregarding that argument, Marvel Infinite has a whole other bunch of problems.
Oh, really? Like what? Like what?
Like,
The music sucks dick. The best part of a Marvel game after that.
low key, that's the worst problem. But
Spider-Man too swole.
Ah,
Spider-Man is weirdly
Right.
slow.
That was hilarious though. I ain't gonna lie. I still laugh at it.
But it's really
man.
funny how these delay-based people are like clinging on to the weirdest shit. Like they're trying to find anything that can justify them not going out and trying rollback netcode and just saying it's good.
It's because they're not gonna care until it's a game they care about. But the problem is we're gonna have the same problem as Strive now, where everybody hates it because it's not like the old one.
Mhm.
So, but it's
You're right.
like it can't be the same game.
Future of fighting games. So, how do you guys feel like can fighting games actually get to like, mainstream audience, man? What do you, other than
So-
work?
I wanted, that's one of the things I did want to comment on actually, is I kind of think Strive is actually kind of doing that. It's hard to see now because obviously we can't see who's gonna buy the fucking game, but but I do think, like, even if you just look at like the viewership on like trailers and stuff, it's much higher than like any really, I want to say almost any like Arc System thing except for maybe Dragon Ball things
Yeah.
that were ever a thing before. And then the other answer to that question is the League fighting game.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say, man. We need something free to play that idiots like can get hooked
Yeah.
on by by accident, man. Like, hey, it's free, might as well try it.
And
It's so fun.
one of
At least
the
a big IP because Killer Instinct did that too.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
one
In
of
a
the
wacky way.
interesting things that I've been hearing people say, but I kind of disagree a little bit, is that
Mhm.
League fighting game Project L, it's not
Yeah.
going to magically make people like fighting games, and in
Nope.
fact, more than likely the FGC might not be a fan of that game. And I'm like, yeah, in my head I'm thinking, okay, like, yeah, that's probably sort of true.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, I think the proof is in the pudding of specifically just Dragon Ball. Because Dragon Ball, right, Like it came out of nowhere. It's a property that's universally known, and it's Arc System's best selling game. Like straight up, it's their best selling game, and it's also I think it has the most Evo entrants ever, unless it was beaten by Street Fighter V the first year. I don't remember, but I think it has the most Evo entrants.
If it's not one, it's definitely number 2.
Yeah, for sure. And like even you could see it in the player, like players from every game. Like we got Melties,
Right.
MK, like all of the different, even Smash left with Leffen and shit.
Yeah.
Everybody played Dragon Ball, right? And
Yeah, especially that first year.
yeah, League. I think it'll have a similar effect, personally. Now,
I think so too. It's a big IP.
Yeah, it's a big IP, and I do agree. League players are league players. Like,
Yeah.
That's just gonna be funny as fuck.
man,
I was about to say like
Those idiots got tricked into playing an auto chess, man. They'll play anything at this point. I'm just
There
joking.
you go.
Yeah,
Auto chess is kinda fun.
team fight tactics. It is fun, but you're right.
Hey,
They'll
man,
play anything
well,
at this
you
point.
know, let me simp over this with all the stupid mechanics and numbers that I can freaking learn about now.
Go ahead,
Right,
Melody.
right.
I was just gonna say like I think you're right with the whole like league fight, like the league fighting is definitely gonna have an audience because league is so big, but it's also like if you're talking about the general audience of like gamers, I don't know necessarily like how many people like I'm a gamer, right? I play
Yeah.
games,
Yeah.
but like I still don't play league because I do not care to, and
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that go to like IGN, Kotaku, these websites, right?
Yep.
And I don't think they care much more about like Halo Infinite and that kind of stuff, right? It's like more
Fortnite.
like mobile games are just weird. Like they have such a big audience, but they're also like they're beginner friendly. I think you can compare MOBAs and FGC in a lot of different ways,
Yeah.
but I think they both are still kind of like niches. My bad. Like
Yeah.
I think I don't know if fighting games will ever really be in the mainstream just because is this like you'd have to have like really good online. You'd have
Yep.
to have good online where you don't have to be connected to an internet cable, right? Because that's already like that's already a hard step for a lot of people. They play Call
Yeah.
of Duty, they play Warzone all the time with Wi-Fi and have fun with it,
It's true.
right?
Oh,
So you have to have like God
I
like neck
don't.
mode.
I don't
and
have
then
fun.
and then you'd have to have like mechanics that are simple enough where you're not like someone
yeah.
can just like it's just like I don't know if that combination would make the combination could ever happen. At least not. I don't think it happened
Well,
now.
So
I feel like
here's
it can happen. Like,
Go ahead.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, back to the topic of like future fighting games. Like one question I think we were talking about a while back was like the cost of like making fighting games simpler. Man, how do you guys feel like future wise? Would you want stuff to still be hard, or you think we can reach a better audience if we made it like, something?
Yeah.
people
I didn't want to add something to Malicious thought though.
go ahead, Pedro.
It's not just I think mainstream they'll never get there, but if you mean it's gonna be in the spotlight, it has to be like Dragon Ball where it's a big IP.
Mm-hmm.
Where the IP is all about fighting. So I would say the League is gonna be in the spotlight for sure, you know. Project
Yeah.
L.
Yeah.
And to answer Paulo's question, I mean, I kind of hate it a little bit because sometimes, like at least for Grand Blue, I kind of got bored of playing the game because all I had to learn was like situations more than actually anything else. And a lot of the situations are very like every character can do it, and the only persons that have like unique ones are the top tiers. So I was like, and they only have like two that usually to their situations where it's a little annoying. So at the cost of simplicity, I'm not a very big fan of it. But I don't think it's still a bad thing. I just think they need to do it in a way that doesn't make every game play the same,
Yes.
which is a big fear of mine right
And
now.
And you know what? That's a totally legitimate fear because a lot of games have been doing that. Now, what I will say is I do think there is a right way to do it. How do I describe it? I don't know. But I can tell you the two games that I do think have done it the correct way. And the one thing that the League game is going to have for me is that one of the games I'm about to mention is going to be very related to that. So, the first one I think that's done accessibility correctly is KI. Um, KI is very easy. It's like it's kind of funny because it's kind of what Pedro's saying about you are getting it like the basic game is really easy to learn, like the mechanics and how you play.
Yep.
So you start learning the situational things much more quicker.
Yeah.
But my thing too is that the situational shit, I think a lot of the time in accessibility, you kind of actually lose like the interesting aspects of the situational, like second by second interactions.
Yeah.
So like KI, there's always fucking something going on. Like you can't ever stop paying attention to that game.
Yeah.
And you're always making a decision that's going to have a huge impact on what's going on. And it's just very like rapid fire like decision making. You got to do it quick. Grand Blue Grand Blue is kind of weird because it's like, okay, so I can do every combo in the game pretty much. Any combo you want to do, you can probably figure out day one. If
Yeah.
there's a setup you want to do, you can just look it up and you'll know how to do it basically. Like the things usually aren't that difficult.
Yeah,
But
30-minute practice at most. Or
Yeah.
something.
But I don't get like a really great fun like sense from the situations that come up. Like one thing that always just fundamentally bothers me about that game, and this is more of a personal thing, and it's definitely more on the bitching side of things.
Better not be running.
It's the running.
God.
It's the running. That it's I don't like it that they want you to run, but you can't block immediately. And you know, Pedro, you know what? I figured out why that bothered me too, because we started playing KOF the one day.
Yeah, immediately after. Yeah.
And that's
Like,
because
oh.
KOF lets you do that. And see, I was thinking originally that it's like, oh, it looks like an anime game, and like the anime game, there's always a way to run stop immediately, frame one.
Yeah.
But no, it's actually because KOF kind of honestly feels very similar to Grand Blue, at least to me. It has a very similar feeling, just not maybe in the jumping is where it's kind of different.
Yeah. They both have roles and things like that. So
Yeah.
I get you.
But like that run shit, that's why it bothers me because that doesn't happen in KOF, and it makes so much more sense to me, and I really hate that. That it's like, oh, I'm trying to run up to him, and then, oh, he shot a projectile at me. I got to block. Oh, I can't block.
All right, real quick. Paulo's gonna say something.
Go ahead,
I want
Paulo.
to hear what
Yeah,
he said.
'cause I did like a lot of stuff that Grand Blue did. They're doing it in stride, but like definitely, I don't know. Some people, I really fucking hate having a wiki page next to me trying to figure out a character, man. I mean, that's the one complaint I have about Blaze Blue, man. I gotta have a fucking dust soup just to know that I have freaking special normals. I don't know why they don't need me to teach that. They don't think that's an important
Yeah,
thing
they
to
don't
have
put that.
and freaking the command list. They gotta make like give me all the tools I need. Don't make me have to do a second like a whole. It's not. I understand like it's good to do your own research, but like to make people more accessible, you should put that stuff
In the
immediately
game.
in front of them to. Because I think this is the first time I've ever seen it. Maybe in Under Night, but like they actually did have a fighting game glossary in Grand Blue, which I thought was pretty fucking amazing.
No, that's the best part of the game. Second, probably
Yeah.
only to Vasaraga.
It's like,
Definitely
they had
smart
everything.
decision.
but the problem like what came with like the simplicity is like no one feels unique that much compared to like
Yep.
Granblue. They have like some people have meters, but like it's basically worthless because everyone just rushes down and fucking beats the hell out of each other.
Exactly. My second favorite character in that game plays exactly like the first character I played in the game.
Who has a resource in that game? I think fucking Flamio Hotman has a resource.
Percival.
Yeah.
But, like,
Nasaraga has a buff, but that's not really a reason.
but like no one like has like a resource
I mean,
you actually need to pay attention to.
yeah,
I would say
like-
Zoe. Zoe has one, but she came a little too late.
I mean, that's the
Yeah.
thing too. I mean, like
I
some
think
of those resources are kind of
Oh, he
like
does that
shallow.
one.
Yeah, man. Like
Like
it's
they
Yeah.
don't really
resource,
do
I don't give a fuck.
much.
Cause like,
Yeah.
Blaze Blue, I have. It should be like I hate it, but like I feel rewarded when I actually learn what the fuck my opponent does, man. Like, hey, what the hell?
That's-
What
yeah.
the hell? Why do you have 8 different meters and a goddamn Q on your meter? I gotta know what the hell that means.
Yeah.
That-
Nah, that's true.
Yeah.
And
How do
you
you-
know,
'cause, like,
you're totally right on that, and that's one of the things I like about KI, is that the
oh yeah, I
character.
was about to say like the resource meters actually matter in that game too. Like arbiters,
Mhm.
grenades and shit, man. You gotta know.
Oh yeah.
They matter, but every
Good
resource in that game is inherently simple. Like
Yeah.
they are all inherently simple. They're very simple things, but they all make the game very different. Like
You got bullets, and the bullets are in your gun.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's no resource. I played it. I want to say I didn't play. I played Grand Blue tournament, but like I played an extensive amount of hours in that, and there's no resource in that game that I actually paid attention to. No.
yeah, I mean, you don't even
Well,
really pay attention to like your super meter because you just
Nope.
know.
Oh yeah, because you
Like,
That's
once-
the only one. Yeah.
No, like other resources, like sub resources, like a fucking ammo meter. Unless they added that in the game, I haven't played. Like I said,
Nah, not really.
But, like base wise, no, I didn't give a fuck. I just looked at their meters, looked at their health, and like, oh, that's all that really matters.
Yeah. So the other game that I was talking about is honestly, I think you'd really like this game, Paulo, because it's very simple. But I think it has very a lot of more situations than Grand Blue. Is Jesus, Rising Thunder.
Oh, aren't they the guys who are making the league game?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is
Oh.
why I am very excited for that game, because hopefully they're just taking the ideas they had for that game and they're just gonna put them in. That's what I'm hoping they do.
Just give me Dauntless too.
Yeah, so
That's all I need.
Paulo, you like the cooldown from
Yeah, I like the cooldown. Like
that comes
like,
from Rising Thunder.
Ah.
They're the ones who started that idea.
I didn't even mind the cooldown meter thing by Grand Blue. I think it was an alright thing. It wasn't the. I don't think. I didn't mind it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just like it was
Mhm.
mostly like how none of the characters felt unique. Like with their mechanic wise, everyone. Same thing will happen to Dragon Ball eventually, man. Everyone's just a fucking.
Yeah, everybody kind of feels the same. Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
feeling like a dumbass too, but sometimes I want to like, hey man, my character is a teleporting like dashing werewolf from. I want something a little
Yeah.
bit like to differentiate my.
Crazy.
Or a grappler with magnetism. A grappler with
God.
magnetism. Oh, godlike.
Damn,
Crazy.
man.
But no, so here's the things about Rising Thunder that I think are really cool. So personally, Rising Thunder actually kind of has a similar button layout to Grand Blue, I think. Because it's like
Maybe
it's like
it's still
light,
available
medium,
to play?
heavy. You can technically get it, but
Oh,
like
you whack get it. You mean I can't?
yeah, by some extra means.
Uh,
But you could get it. But so Rising Thunder, right? These are the few things I think that really makes that game unique. So the first thing is the kinetic system. I have to call it that, even though. So the kinetic system, it's a choice you make at the beginning before you start.
Really? What the-
There's a lot of choices you make before you start the game.
I guess we still got have V skills and V trigger, so you do have choices in other fighting games. Dude, keep going.
So the kinetic system, you get one of two. You get Kinetic Advance, which I think is the one most people choose for good reason, and
My favorite.
then I can't remember what the second one is called, but it basically gives you a burst.
Deflect.
Kinetic
Yeah.
Deflect, yes, it gives you a burst,
What
which
was the
is
first one again?
Kinetic Advance. So this is, in my opinion, this is like one of the coolest parts of the game. So Kinetic Advance is like a much easier and much more flexible version of FADC in Street Fighter 4. So whenever you're doing something, you can just double tap forward and it'll spend you get like 2 blue bars. I'm pretty sure it just recovers
Over time.
over time.
Can you do it backwards too? Like,
So that's the cool part. That's the more
Oh, yeah.
flexible part, is that you can do it like it's like Guilty Gear's new RC, where you can
Yeah,
do it.
first
You can do it
RC.
backwards, right, and upwards. So, but you could cancel it out of anything. So like you could be doing a normal, and then you can just decide to jump cancel your normal with this Kinetic Advance shit, and you can do like a cross up on them. There's a lot of like weird shit you could do with it.
Yeah, you do it off throws.
Oh
Get
yeah,
combos off
that
throws.
too. Yeah, it lets you combo off certain throws
Feels
and
so
shit.
good when you do it too. Oh,
It's a very satisfying mechanic, but
yeah.
Little-
Oh, you
little
can do it off
off-topic.
DPs. You can cancel
Little-
DPs.
A little off topic, real quick, but how do you guys feel about grab combos? We had a little argument while playing Blazu today.
grab
I don't know.
combos.
Grab, because like so someone was saying like you should the reward for the grab should just be the grab. You shouldn't be able to get a full combo and super off of someone making a thing.
Nah, I kind of think I actually like comboing off of grabs. I like it that you
Yeah.
get punished for fucking up. And
Yeah,
defense.
so, like half my health just for missing one tech window.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of nice against people like, let's say you're playing
That's
someone
turtle.
with like absurdly good defense.
Yeah.
Like grabs might be one of the more common way. Yeah, like grabs might be one of the more common ways you open them up. So like, I kind of think it's fair, but but
It is. If you have no high lows, especially.
Man.
yeah, that
Go back
too.
to
Some
topic.
characters don't have good high low mix either. And
Bringing out a funny topic I thought I heard today, man.
It is
You
funny.
think about it, man. Like, it's kind of broken, and it took 50% health out just because.
don't fuck up.
Hey, man, you're right. Hey, you're right.
Hey, remember what Potemkin could do last, not last beta, but the beta before that?
Oh my
That was a good
god!
time. With two,
Man,
with 100% bar, you were dead.
What a
For one spot
monster!
buster.
What a
easy.
monster!
Oh, he's so good.
But so continuing that, so the other thing you can do in Rising Thunder is you get 3 special moves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, each of these special moves are changeable. So yeah, you can customize your special moves. So there's like a category for each one. So under that category, there'll be like 2 or 3 other special moves. And you can
Yeah.
choose from one of those and you can mix and match them. So like maybe you can take off the DP for like a
Yeah.
combo extender move.
Yeah.
Or
That
So
just-
it's
Jump
like,
was even higher.
it's like the me brawler.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Custom moves.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's actually exactly like the Me Brawler.
MK11 kind of got the same thing where you just fairly recently.
Yeah,
you were-
recently.
You
Yeah.
were able to just pick whatever fucking move set you wanted.
Yeah.
There's no
And-
restriction though. It just whichever one you want.
Yeah,
You can have
there's
it whatever.
there's no type of restriction. Every move is honestly, I'm just gonna say it's balanced. But it's
Ah.
it's cool because a lot of the time those moves will really change how you play the character, and you can mix and match them in all different ways.
Yeah.
So like the way you play the character might be completely different from like another person.
Yeah, my only problem, I just saw with MK, and I just hope it doesn't happen with whatever kind of system you guys are explaining, is like everyone would just go fucking meta sets, where like if you don't have this
Mhm.
this set of moves, you're basically not playing the character right. which I think League kind of does it well, where like you can go different sets for like different characters who don't normally play the role, but like that's what I
Yeah.
Yeah.
found what happened in MK11 was like you had to play these moves or else you wouldn't be playing it. Like
I feel that.
even before that, custom like we had 3 variations, but like you only picked one particular variation. There was very few situations where you would actually go off a different
Yeah,
variation.
that's true.
Yeah. I mean,
And
my favorite thing though about the game was like I did want to switch off once in a while to
yeah,
try different styles. Like I played a lot of
But
the
like
robot in there.
it,
I
wa-
like him a lot.
it
they're
wasn't
all
very
robots,
matchup based.
Pedro. Which
No, I'm
one?
talking about Vlad. Oh my bad. The one
Uh,
piloted by a dog. Vlad.
okay.
I really like him. He has like a Morgan air dash, and he's also a Shoto. And he
Yeah,
had
that
like
character
different
was good.
versions of his like DP that I liked, and I was like, "Ooh, that's a good DP." It's like more invincible, but it doesn't go forward. It just
Yeah,
stays goes.
because
Stuff
like
like
that's
that.
the weird part about adding custom stuff to a game that's supposed to be competitive. Like
Hmm.
sure you get the freedom, but like your freedom isn't really rewarded that much when you make like a custom set, man, or some or do something
I
against the
feel you.
grain.
I mean, I'll say this. It was definitely I didn't really get that feeling from that game
Yeah.
because I think the thing that kind of alleviated that, because that's just like a meta thing that's always just gonna happen in games with custom shit. But I think the thing that alleviated that a lot was the fact that so in MK, I feel like some of the moves are like way more polarizing than other moves. Like in this game, the moves aren't like it's not like one move in a certain category is going to be obscenely more powerful than like another one. It's kind of more like you're making an alternate choice. So I think a lot of the time what would happen is depending on what matchup you'd be playing, people would actually change which moves they had a lot of the time.
Yeah. I,
Um,
I would say with like specifically with Dauntless, I like this one move. It's called
mm,
revolving hook,
yep.
where it was like Balrog in freaking Street Fighter
It's
Five,
his
where he
V
can do
skill
that
one.
spin with.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can spin with his V skill. And like the best thing about it was you can get that to get in on people, or it has an attack follow up.
Yeah.
But the other version had a good uh
It was much
had
better
like
for comboing.
yeah, but the other one was good at like moving around. I forgot what it did. I think it like helped you backdash. So like it was kind of like a counter, like a cross counter. Like you can like make somebody whiff and then whiff punish them.
Yeah,
So
they your choices I think are just a little more varied in that game too. And I kind of felt like there also is more up to matchup and kind of play style too.
yeah.
Because some people, like I know me, I like resetting people. So Dauntless, which is the boxer character Pedro's talking about, I always played the Balrog spin move because you get like hella resets off that move.
Yeah.
And
He's fun.
so I liked using that move a lot. And but I know some people preferred the other move because it has more consistent damage.
Yeah, I was gonna
Was
say that.
yeah.
All right, you guys.
Moving
I was
on.
good. Yeah, I did want to add something about the future. It
Go
was
ahead.
just because we were talking about good games with good accessibility.
Yeah.
But like, what about the content necessary? What do you think is at least good base content?
That's what I was gonna go
Not
to next, actually.
yeah, not working. Yeah, I figured you would, but I just I take that away from you. You know what I'm saying?
We're on the same
Ah,
wavelength, bro. But
nah, good.
um,
Good.
content's necessary.
Yeah. Okay, I'll answer this as a fighting game noob.
Go ahead.
Yeah, what do you like?
Actually, this is something we want to hear your opinion on.
I guess for me, what I would like to see, I think having story mode is always fun. I mean, like I went through like the dumb Street Fighter 5 story mode, and that was a really fun way of just playing
was a
dumb
good time.
characters and stuff. And like that, the arcade mode is having stuff that you can play on your own and kind of get a feel for every character.
Mhm.
Obviously, training mode, you gotta go in the lab.
Of course.
Online, you have to have some like ranked thing. And
Yeah.
I think as for like extra modes, I'm not sure. Like,
Yeah.
what else I could think of.
I like
I
Squad
kind
Strike.
I
That's a
kind
good
of
one.
like what Street Fighter does with like the mission stuff that you can do. Like, I think it's at least neat that it exists.
Oh, the
Uh,
daily quests.
yeah, and like some like the like the last fighter's chance or whatever, like some of that stuff where
Oh yeah.
beat this
Yeah.
guy when he's like this. It's like, okay, this is cute. Like, I'm never really gonna play it much, but I
Yeah.
think having those systems in place isn't like having more options. I don't think is a bad thing.
I agree.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that's like I'd be pretty happy with that. I think as long as there's like a story arcade, online training, that's pretty much all I would want.
Yeah.
And
You know
if
what?
there's like, yeah,
That's fine, and honestly, that's a great place to start.
hmm
From there, I'd like to go on to something a little bit more interesting.
Well, I do
oh,
want to add
okay.
one mode though.
Go
Can I add
ahead.
one mode?
Go ahead. Go
All right, the
ahead.
mode I really, really want is something like Squad Strike and Smash Ultimate,
Yeah.
where you get to pick multiple characters and match them up, or Street Fighter V's Team Battle. That shit is
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
So that was what I was gonna suggest. I wanted to talk about what should be added, like to the
To the list.
mish, and I was gonna say team shit, because
Yeah.
I'll tell you, man, there's been a few releases recently that I think really missed out on team based fighting. Marvel
Move.
Infinite being one of them.
Yeah.
There should
Yeah, well,
absolutely be some 2v2 mode on Marvel Infinite.
that'd be so sick, bro.
I know.
MK9 had it, bro. MK9 had it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit was broken.
It was very cool. And like honestly, I want to say the last time we've really seen a 2v2 mode is like
Mhm.
Cross Tekken. And
Yeah.
obviously that just wasn't very good cuz Cross
Fair enough.
Tekken. But
Yeah.
Hey
But,
man, people like that game.
They
people
do.
people like it now, but the 2012 version was some oof.
It's got crazy shit, bro. But
I'm still waiting for Cross Street Fighter, aren't we all?
I mean,
one
yeah.
day. Nah.
I don't think they're gonna. The thing is, they said they might never release it because the market just never seems like it's there for it.
I mean,
Hey,
but they
man.
probably won't.
But
We
they
got-
have
we
it in
got-
the background, you know.
We have Akuma and Tekken, man. I'm sure they just copy and pasted them in there.
They probably did, honestly. Because they said they've been having it ready for the while. We just don't know when to, throw it out.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, I
Wait,
just
real
want to play.
quick,
Wait,
Oh,
real
go ahead.
quick. I'm gonna make a dumb tangent. I just want to play Akuma and Tekken because I think my mind will break if I do that.
You should do it.
He's very fun. He's very fun.
I agree. Geese, though? That's a character.
That's the one that got me to really start playing.
Yeah,
Uh,
let's do it.
Negan is in that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Negan.
Negan.
I love
yeah.
Negan.
Man,
Wait,
Tekken
wait,
universe is hilarious.
I got this. You got your shitting pants on? Feels good, sounds good. Oh, that one.
Yeah,
I
what
think
were
it
you?
sounds good, feels good.
What were you gonna say, Pedro?
Oh wait, oh shit. I gotta admit, the team modes are way too much fun. We're like we already do it in our group, right? Like with crew battles and stuff.
Yeah.
But we can have like crew battle modes in the game. It's like way better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, I do want to shout out some of the cool indie games that are gonna have 2v2. Like one I'm really excited for is Cerebral.
Yeah.
Like I really want to play that one. Me and Dan, we were checking it out.
Shit's
That
fun.
shit kind of crazy, bro. I
Very
have to do
entertaining.
the assist as the guy in the background, the assist character. I do the assist for his combo, so it's
Yeah.
like I have to actually have combos with my teammate, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that's like a huge thing they're missing out on, especially like even Capcom because I've heard that this was more because of Ono, especially what we heard about the Street Fighter 6 leaks where they were
Team focus.
originally developing a team game.
Yeah, team focus.
But I still think it's weird that they made a whole really cool team mode that you can do locally, but there's no online mode for it.
Yeah,
Like-
it sucks.
Like,
I hate when they do that.
Like I don't get it. Like why wouldn't you want there to be an online mode? Because let's be honest, in DBZ we thought they were gonna have this, but then they fucked it up. Because they do kind of have it, but you can't do it with your friends unless it's a lobby. There's no search system for a 3v3
Exactly.
with your friends. It's so ridiculous. I don't understand why they want to do
man.
that.
I would have been on that like crazy. If I, honestly, I
No,
would be like, hey,
dude, I'd
let's
still
do
be
it.
playing. That'd be the reason why I'd still be playing.
It'd be
Because
a lot of fun.
it's just too entertaining. Like, you and two other dudes you squat up and just start beating ass together.
Yeah.
Yeah, the classic.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And
I
like,
just want to say that I just started thinking about this. My boy Noctis in Tekken, he's really fun too.
yeah,
I was saying the
Yeah.
same thing.
I want to play Noctis. Someone buy Tekken for me. I just want to play.
Ah.
these characters.
I Tekken. I can family share on Steam.
But then
Well,
I
tell
can't
them
play
about
with
it.
you, Pedro.
Oh shit.
that's true.
All right, I'll buy it again. My bad. All right, sorry.
But
Sorry,
yeah,
Pedro.
it's like they're really missing something with this team. And honestly, I know there's probably like zero chance of it happening, but I kind of do hope KOF 15 would actually do that.
They did in 14. I was gonna mention that. But,
Online?
Yeah,
Did they?
that's like the best part about 14. That the
Dude, I had
modes
no
in the
idea.
lobby is crazy. The modes and lobbies are crazy, bro. The actual
That's
lobby is sick because it has certain game modes in the lobby. Like the exhibition mode, you
Yeah.
can go forever. You have winner takes on, like winner stays on. Then you have like this elimination one where like it'll just like I don't know how to explain this one. This one's a little weird because it's not exhibition, but it's like winner takes on.
Gotcha.
There's like different ones. There's a lot of them. There's an online trading mode in the lobby too that you can like play with the other person too. So it's got a lot of good modes. I just hopefully they have that. I don't know if they have it in Sham Show, but they had a lot of the similar modes except that team mode, of course, because not team game.
Unless you got any modes you'd like to see added to the games.
A JRPG mode.
Yeah, put it like beat 'em
Grand
up.
Blue.
The city. Oh, that was pretty fun actually. I like that one. I was gonna say the city. The city it goes hard.
I think just like anything that's just not a fighting game would be pretty interesting. All right.
Yeah, beat 'em
That's
up.
fair.
Beat 'em up.
It's like
Beat 'em up
Danganronpa has like really cool like it's a visual novel, but there's like a simulation mode that you can play when you beat the game, and that's like really fun to do, like mess around with. So like, I think the thing fighting games have the most going for is like this the cast of characters people generally like. So it's fun. Like you don't see fighting game spin-offs much anymore. So seeing these characters like in a different way, or just like, okay,
Yeah.
guys, here's a Street Fighter simulation. We're gonna have Cammy run the store here, and then we'll have Ryu do this thing. And it's like, I think just having fun with stuff like that would be like fun little extra modes.
Dude, I really want that Grand Blue, cause like it's actually really fun as an RPG / beat 'em up.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun, and the story was hammy, but it was a good type of hammy.
Hammy.
I was really interested in it. I'm like, oh shit, this motherfucker, he's trying to smash Metara because Metara, I don't know, she's angry because she got evilness on her. I'm like, this is hilarious.
Then also
wanna-
Belial trying to smash everyone.
Yeah, all right, his plot line's the best. He's like, yeah, I'm just trying to have sex with everybody and bring back my favorite person to have sex with. So
Exactly.
I haven't had sex with. One of the two. That's a good story though.
May or may have not have.
It's really fun. It's just like fun writing too. They're like everybody's
Yeah.
like there's somebody with amnesia, but the amnesia part is like hilarious
Yeah.
because you're like,
Yeah.
you really got amnesia again? It just cracks me up. So.
Yeah, 'cause one of my favorite things about playing 5 was just doing the arcade mode, and like I liked seeing all those dumb comic book cutscenes because they were so random and funny. It's like
Yeah.
Alex's was just like he gets kidnapped, he's doing a bunch of simulations.
Oh
like,
my
okay,
God.
buddy.
He didn't deserve it. He didn't deserve it. Why they gave him the worst story?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that really was one of the. That was
I
one of
think
the
second
worst
might be.
ones. It's definitely funny, but it's definitely one of the worst ones.
I was like, whoa, what's going on here,
he,
boys?
he one-shotted Hakan and E Honda together.
Yeah,
At least they
that's
put him
true.
above them. That's all I needed. Put him above them.
Alex more powerful than Honda and Hakan confirmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think stuff like that will be fun, like,
Oh, man,
you know. But I guess the question ultimately becomes, like, a community that plays the game aren't really going to touch those modes. Like, why?
Mm-hmm.
It's like
I mean, I
developers are
will.
just going to add that as like a little accoutrement, right? They're not going to put like all their effort into it.
No.
I was thinking like would be cool is like maybe there's like a beat 'em up chapter that comes every other month that they work on in the background, so like
Yeah,
people can
I
always
mean,
come back to play.
I think
Kind of like
that'd be
Monster
cool.
Hunter quests, you know?
I think like yeah, I mean Street Fighter can just easily do that. You have so many Final Fight characters, and it'd be cool. Like, be like here's a Final Fight, it's back, but in Street Fighter,
Yeah. And you can play a Street Fighter character. That'd be broken, you know?
that'd be hilarious.
Man, the
Imagine.
boss, Bison, bro, as a boss would be hilarious, bro. Can't tell him. Psycho power.
So my next question here
Mm-hmm.
is, what content do you guys think needs to be improved that currently exists? Obviously, besides netcode, because we
Yeah, I
beat
can
that
talk
dead
about that.
horse.
I can talk about that all day, bro. All right, you go first.
What content needs to be improved? I guess for me is just
You
I
still
think when
talk
it
about
comes-
online if that's a
Well, I think like having a solid lobby system is fine. Like I remember like my mind was broken when I was trying to navigate Strive's lobby for the first time because I never played like an Arc Sys game like online
Yeah.
before.
Okay,
Like, I see Jonte always play like the crowd like cross tag lobby. I'm like, what the heck is going on here?
Little
oh my
Michael.
god.
And I was like, I have to go to this arena to fight people. I mean, okay, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because at least with like CFN's at least pretty easy. Like it took me a minute, but like I don't think it's that complicated.
Yeah.
And if
No,
I want
you're right.
to, if I want to fight you or Dan, like I can do that pretty easily. And like I did tell my friend who was playing Strive, I was like, yeah, we have to go to like the park. Let's go find a floor that's like an even number. Okay,
Park?
let's meet up here. Oh, nope. Oh, no, it's all full now. We actually need to go back. And I was like, okay, guys.
All right, go to the one that's lobby 912, and I'll see you there.
Yeah, I mean, I think Strive they're gonna do like the whole you can search up a person, play them thing, which
Sort of.
God.
You can make your own room. So
Yeah.
they actually
But,
showed that in Kumite. I thought we'd talk more about that too. I was
So
ready.
yeah, there's that. And I like what Street Fighter has been doing this season with the DLC characters. I feel like they're coming on a consistent rate, and
God.
everyone's pretty hyped for all the characters. It's cool kind of getting into 5 right when like Ono leaves and you see kind of like people care again, right? I know that's been like
Yeah.
a big thing the community is saying, like this sort of transparency, and it seems like I think Dan and Rose aren't gameplayed a whole lot, but they're at least unique characters that are at least interesting when you first play them.
Mhm.
Nah, they're some of the best characters designed in the game for real.
Yeah, and you definitely see like I know Nephew, he'll bust out like a Rose every like he does it for the Guile matchup a lot.
Yeah.
So it's
good,
cool. Yeah, I'm just waiting for Oro because we all know he's gonna be S tier.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, guys, you don't know. He was my first main. Like he was the first person I took seriously because he was the only one I could find a guide on that made sense to me. I was like, wait, what? All right, I'm not playing no charge character named Urian. I'm not playing this girl Makoto. I'm gonna play this old man that's going bald. That doesn't use his right arm.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm
So
ready.
I think like that just consistent DLC is like if you're gonna have DLC, which every fighting game will have like forever now, like just make it pretty consistent, be pretty straightforward with it. And I think I like Five's approach of so far, like, at least with this season, no character's like super broken. So
Yeah.
I think it's kind of lame. Like we saw in Smash a lot. Like Bayonetta comes out instantly broken, Cloud comes out instantly broken.
Yeah, the
it's
DLC
like, well,
cash grab.
I don't know if that's intentional, but like it feels like it is because it's happened so many times.
I think it's
Yeah.
more just like it's probably just easier for the developers. Like you have to give like you're making like 30, 40 characters each roster for some of these fighting games, right? So
Yeah.
it's a lot easier to do checks and balances. But when you're just making one, it's probably
Yeah.
like let's just go crazy.
I mean, the problem is
Maybe.
though, like, if let's say, 'cause I'm also a game developer in school,
Oh,
I would
okay.
say I would actually practice these characters in the office. That's why they even say on their off time they play the character like I think it's Matsumoto. That's like Yipes knows him personally for some reason. I don't know why, but that guy he's pretty cool. He plays Rose. He was playing her a lot during the break, and he was like, I really like this character, and she's got some fun stuff. So like
Yeah,
at least they play the game. If you can't play your game to see how strong a character is, it's just gonna come out broken. And like I'm not, Sakurai he plays his game a lot, but like I don't know
They
how
don't
he
play it
does
at that
the
level.
rhythm. Yeah, I was
and I
like,
also think like I think Sakurai, there's always that age-old question, right? Is Smash a fighting game, right?
yeah.
So
I
it's
think
like I have no idea how much, like how seriously Sakurai really cares about balancing, right?
not too
Yeah,
much.
I don't think
It's like-
anyone does.
He likes a well-designed character more than a balanced one.
Yeah, he just
Like,
wants to make
yeah.
a fun character.
Yeah, that appropriates to the game they're from. Like
Yeah.
Sephiroth, he was like, yeah, he got long limbs, so I guess I'll give him slow frame data, as a joke.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, before I forget, actually, they do have a combat director that was a pro player, and it was the guy that was like, "What are you standing up for?" against Ogawa and
Yeah, that's the
Guilty.
Street Fighter 5 one.
Yeah, that guy's really good. So, at least like I can trust his opinion, because like
Yeah.
he put V shift in the game because he's like, you know what? I think it's time for somebody to not get impressed. I'm like, all right, I trust you now, bro. That's good enough for me.
Make good players in shambles.
Yeah. Luffy's using.
So what about you, Pedro? What do you think needs improvement?
I would say single player, and the reason why, mostly because like we already talked about the cool online modes. There's some cool ones.
Yeah.
I'm a rollback net code fanboy. I'll talk about it all day.
Oh,
But I gotta admit, a good single player mode was really fun while I played Grand Blue. So I think specifically what they need to improve on is gameplay modes that allow you to play like you're playing somebody else. As an example,
Yep.
in Grand Blue, I can zone the enemies out if they're a problem up close, or if they're not a problem, I can go in on them. Or if they're in the air and they do like a diving attack, I can interrupt them with my DP or something. They
Yeah.
need to make like a cool adventure game or beat 'em up that teaches you the game. I think that'd be really cool.
Sure.
Yeah, because I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I had way more fun because of that. I'm like, oh snap, that's kind of cool. A little bit character actiony, I got combos. Oh, let's go.
Oh,
Yeah.
this character is jumping on like guess I have to anti-air.
Oh, they come from the
That'd
air.
be
Gotta
great.
put up. Yeah. Also, it'd be like I like the story aspect too. Like, I feel like it's weird for me because like, at least when it comes to MK, they have the towers,
Yeah.
but the towers don't do anything besides give you an ending. And they're more annoying because the modifiers are stupid to me half the time. So I don't know why I would do it besides get
Yeah.
my costume. So it's not teaching me the game. It's just making the game crazy in a way I don't care about. So you need to find that balance of, yeah, maybe you can upgrade your character throughout the story, but maybe not make it like where it's still not about, don't make it too RPG is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like still make a Twitch game, like fighting game. Fighting actually matters. You can buff the damage and like maybe add moves that give you like more juggle properties. So like it keeps you thinking about, oh, I could get more combos, or something like that.
Yep.
But like, I don't know, little things like that. I gotta admit, I just had to say that because I don't really like MK Towers at all. The crypt
Alright.
mode is cool though. I like the crypt. You can have something like that too, where it's like a fun mini game on the side, like
For
Milish said.
unlockables.
Yeah, it's for unlocking your character.
Yeah, it is
And-
something I miss about the older games is kind of having a little bit of work in the unlockable area.
Yeah, it's so much fun when you do it in Smash.
Yeah.
especially in like Melee. They had like really cool unlocks.
You know, I'll,
Trophies.
I'll say Smash
Yeah.
Ultimate probably was a bit much for me because
Well, it's like
Oh,
80
really?
characters.
Oh, you think so?
yeah, that was just.
You don't think that
It's-
was fun?
It was a shit ton of characters. I mean, I don't blame them.
See, it was like the thing with like Smash Ultimate is there wasn't really like any interesting ways to unlock. The only way to unlock them was to really just play.
Play the
Like,
story mode
for
or
the-
play the matches. Yeah.
No, you play the matches really because yeah, but
You can play the story mode, but you know.
it's kind of weird. But did you have anything else?
Nah, that's about it. Single player needs improvement because multiplayer is, I think, going in a good direction. So
Yeah, I still think multiplayer offline's gonna come back slowly, so it's not like it's that imperative to really like. It's already pretty solid.
yeah.
So here's
about
my
yourself?
improvements.
I'm
Okay,
trying to hear it.
I'm ready. Man.
I have kind of 3 areas that I think can be hand in hand if done correctly.
Okay. My body
Um,
is ready.
but it's definitely super difficult to do. Like
Okay.
whoever would be doing this would have to be putting in a lot of work. But I will say there are companies that do this sort of.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe not all 3, but at least 2.
yeah. So first one is seasonal games, right?
Okay.
So my thing with the seasonal game is once you say that, to me, you're presenting your game more as a service now.
Yep.
So I think because with the seasonal thing, most of these devs are really copying KI. That's where it comes from, but their approach to that is much different than all of the other devs because I honestly feel like the Japanese devs, they slap the season title on there and then they just make 6 or 5 DLC characters. They don't really it's not really like a service. It's more of like, okay, like the DLC period's coming up, so there might be a patch, maybe, and that's not even like a guarantee, you know, like or a rebalance, I should say, because there's always going to be a patch
on every
Yeah.
character.
Yeah,
I got you.
and that doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah.
But KI, one of the things, first of all, they had a consistent schedule, which I will say that's one thing about these Japanese devs. Up until now, Street Fighter, Arc System with all of theirs, they do not handle. Actually, even Marvel vs. Capcom too. They do not handle season scheduling very well. KI, they said we have a character and it will come out every month, and that never changed. It was always like that, and it never changed.
Hey man, I do want to say Street Fighter 5 though, they're doing good right now.
Yeah,
So,
they're actually doing it right, I think. They gave
Yeah.
us a general time frame for when the character is going to come out, so we have a good idea of what's happening, and they keep talking to us.
They're doing it seasonal, spring,
Winter.
summer, and winter.
So they're kind of getting the hang of it. Arc System, on the other hand, I haven't seen that from yet.
Nope.
Arc
Nope.
System, they just kind of put the character out whenever the fuck they want to.
Yeah.
You have no idea how long you're gonna wait, or if there's gonna be a new patch coming, or really what is gonna happen.
Hey, soon.
And
Soon.
so I know that one of the things people don't like about what I'm saying and proposing is, for example, with KI, they updated the whole roster quite often, like really often. I know some people didn't like that.
How often we talking though?
Like
I
every month.
I
Like,
think so. I think
every
so.
month.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
pretty sure. Um,
all right, I got something for that later then. I'll have to remember.
so I know because of our fighting game culture, I know a lot of people weren't the biggest fan of that. But to be
Yeah.
honest, I think in the long run, that's a good thing, which is going to lead me into my next point.
All right, go for it.
Um, the reason they should keep that is because one of the things I think they need to overhaul uh, a lot, and I think everybody can agree with this, is tutorial.
Oh
Um,
shit. You're right.
tutorial needs a whole overhaul now. That's not to say there hasn't been a good tutorial mode because Eunice and Guilty Gear
Grand Blue 2, I would say.
and
Yeah.
Grand Blue, they've had good tutorial modes. But the one thing that's always going to be a problem inherently with fighting game tutorial modes is that they're going to be out of date. No matter how good your information is. And the only way they're not going to be out of date is when they do a thing that no one likes where they know everything about their game because it's so predetermined that it's just stale, right? That's the only way it's going to happen where the tutorial is going to be up to date. Now, the easy way to fix that is use that beautiful seasonal model you have. You just need to have people who are looking at the competitive game.
Mhm.
If there's a new optimal combo or something, whenever you have your eventual patch for the month or whatever, you need to put that in like a character's mission mode. Or if there's a new like commonly used option select, right?
Yeah.
That needs to go in the tutorial mode. And you need to tell people what are those things. And there can just be like a section of tutorial mode that's just advanced. Like
Yeah.
like specifically to where it's constantly updated.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds good.
And I honestly I don't think it would be that difficult to do.
I
Um
would I would say one thing. Uniclear did update their challenge mode, so that was kind of cool. But that was with old combos that were
so
already like
yeah, so that's
are
the
gonna
thing.
be outdated, you know.
That's what
So
I'm saying. That is a thing. Because
yeah,
usually when the game name changes, they do that. Uh,
yeah, exactly.
Ultra Street Fighter 4, they also did that.
Rev
Um,
2. Actually,
Rev
Street Fighter 5
2,
does that a lot every season. They'll
yeah,
show the
Street
new.
Fighter 5 does that, but I don't think they do it often enough.
No, of
And
course not.
and,
I'm just mentioning it. They just need to do it more frequent.
the thing is that you're trying to teach people what's good, you know?
Hmm. Yeah,
And the only way to do that is to look at what's being used, you know?
Actually, I would use the wording. You're trying to teach how everyone at the
Yeah, at
the
high
more advanced
level
level
plays.
play. Yeah,
And so the easiest way to do that is to just give people access to the commonly used strategies.
yeah,
That's
I
really
agree.
the only way to do it. Like to be perfectly honest, I don't think there's any way to have your game come out and have it be all the high level strategies are known unless it's the most boring game in the world.
Yeah. You can only put the old highest strategies from the last game because
Yes.
you made that game. You know
Yes.
they can put
That's
Kara throws. They've actually put that in
and
the mission mode
Eunice.
for Potemkin. No, Potemkin and Strive.
Oh,
They put
okay.
Kara. They put his Kara command grab as one of those things. We also didn't talk about that at Kumite, so I thought we were gonna talk about that too. That's why I said that. But
All
it's like
right.
it's really cool. Like they have some of that stuff, but like they need to keep it updating, like you're saying.
Yeah,
And
they're
also, I want
not.
to add the
Yeah.
the patch thing,
Uh-huh.
just so discuss the point. I think they should update it, but I feel like it should be like every 3 months. You know, like give the game some time to breathe. You know. Or
Yeah,
like,
because you do want like for ranked and competitive, right? Like it's
yeah,
kind of it's important-ish to have like that consistency.
exactly. I was about to say it, like League or any like card game online meta. The season, there's always a season. They say, hey, the rank is gonna be 3 months or a month long. Get your time in. because next we might make some changes after that season or whatever.
And
So that's why they always.
doesn't
Huh?
League update like every 2 weeks or something?
Well, see, you see,
I
then
don't
League
know.
is not a
2 weeks
real
or
game.
3 weeks. Hey, calm down. The game's all right if you play with friends. Otherwise, you're not hearing me say that out of my mouth. But
Let's go.
every 2 weeks or almost like a month, yeah, it's like around there. Sometimes they might shift it depending on a character comes out or whatever, but you'll see. But yeah,
I
like that consistency of like updating, I don't want it to be too rapid. Like fictionally, it can't be every day, so I won't get that'd be
Nah.
crazy. Every week, that might be kind of too fast, just because like Milesh brought up the cool rank scenario of like maybe it resets every season. So that 2 month period maybe, I feel like that'd be good, or like a month period.
I think it also just depends on like how the character is, right? It's like
Mm-hmm.
when you have like longer update periods, sometimes the character can be completely different, or even like Overwatch is example of like if you look at like season one, like Mercy, and you compare it to now, it's like a completely different character,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
right?
remind, remind me of Sub-Zero and MKX.
Yeah, so it's like with fighting games, obviously you're gonna see that too a little bit.
Mhm.
So I guess the concern if you're like a developer would just be if you keep making these changes to these characters, no one's like, well, I don't know who my main is because I had to switch every week.
That is true. That's
so you're right about that, but
But I'm not right about it.
so I think the thing is, so here's the other thing with KI. They make changes and they update the game really often, but it's not like every month where there's gonna be a huge balance change. And
Yeah.
and for sure that's not I don't want that. I don't think anybody wants that.
No.
It's like it's very small things. Like
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
Like,
maybe
and
there's one big thing potentially and it might just be like on one move or something.
Okay.
get unblockables or something off of it that weren't intended.
And
Um,
it's like and that's the thing too cuz they let the game breathe. Like I think that game had a lot of room to breathe because there's a lot of weird glitches in that game that they just left in cuz it's cool. Um but the ones that were really bad and like unhealthy for the game, they took those out. Um but that's like I think they need to take advantage of the fact that they have a service that's like League of Legends and they need to use that because honestly I think that's just the path of modern gaming in general. Gotcha games hella popular, that's kind of what they do. I mean they don't really update, but a new character drops like almost every week or every 2 weeks.
yeah.
And it'll
Wait,
come.
I, I brought a good example. Dead by Daylight is updating their tutorial soon. Literally with the new character drop, they're gonna update the tutorial as well.
There you
Like
go.
Character is what?
That
Nemesis?
continuing service, huh? Oh yeah, Nemesis, yeah, great game. But the continuous service of that, like, I'm glad a lot of Western developers are doing that. We just have to convince, these like
Yes, the
Japanese,
Eastern. Yeah, the
Eastern,
Eastern hasn't switched over to that, which is kind of funny because gotcha games are so popular over there. But they haven't gotten that service mentality yet.
yeah, or done it correctly, I would say. Besides
Yeah.
just giving you product, not
Um,
making it better over time.
even Fortnite. I don't really like Fortnite.
Not like
Oh, you're not a Fortnite guy?
I'll never play it though.
No, I don't like Fortnite.
Maybe
but
I'll watch for you. I'll watch some Chun Li ass from that game.
there's
That's-
always something going on in Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite blows my mind with how many guest characters they have now.
Yeah, I know.
And I'll be honest, like I know it's like it's kind of deep ingrained in FGC culture to where it's like you can't change the game too often, nah.
That's
But
because they had to deal with that.
yeah, I know that's why, but I think people kind of have to get over it.
Yeah.
Because I honestly think that's what's going to make fighting games push further. Because I feel like we're still growing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think soon we're going to hit a wall to
Yeah.
where it's like we've gotten like a lot of the people that we can get, and then we
Yeah,
need
without
something
changing.
else to break through.
Yeah, they need to start changing. That's it.
Yeah.
The best way to say it is, if we're really gonna become mainstream, even though I don't think that's really a good term, I would say in the spotlight for
Yeah.
anybody to see, you gotta have consistent like support on
Mhm.
not just, hey, give me money. No, you gotta upgrade your game because
All the
people are
time.
playing it. Yeah,
Yeah. All
you
the
can't
time.
just be like, hey, like for what it's worth, Street Fighter Five, they keep the updates coming still, even when Ono was there. Now that he's not, it's kind of bad,
Eh,
but it's a lot better now. But
yeah.
they need to be better about it.
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely.
I'm not gonna say Capcom gonna be the first, but they're looking a lot better than Arx is right now. But
Yeah,
I really want.
in that aspect for sure. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
definitely doing better. But that brings me to my third thing.
Oh shit.
So the third thing I think that'll really push things over, and I think this has kind of been proven, especially this year,
Mhm.
is I think online needs just more. Like,
Mhm.
and they need to, because what they should be trying to do, like their goal, obviously their
Mhm.
goal is to make as much money as possible. But
Yeah.
what does the real good for the game is the longevity.
Yeah.
They need to get as many people to play the game as long as possible, right?
Yeah. That's why that update schedule should be a thing. Yeah.
And the way they're trying to do that now, most fighting game companies actually, is through esports for
Yeah.
incentive.
I would say characters too. So, but yeah.
Now, there is no type of esport or like any way where esports and the online of the fighting games are really connected, like at all.
Oh yeah.
Maybe other than like CPT and doing points,
Yeah.
for
Online.
online people, but
Yeah.
other than that, there's not really much of a connection there.
Yeah.
And I even think there should be some kind of circuit for like online, or even an online tournament mode where like kind of like Smash does, where they have those big random 64, and then
Yeah,
they
I was
have all
one of
these
those.
crazy rules and shit.
I want that mode actually. I always forget about that. That's such a sick mode. They gotta do that more.
And they need to, like, it's kind of like all of the pieces of fighting games individually are really good,
Yeah.
but if they were all somehow working in tandem, they would be very, very great.
Yeah. That's why a good single player experience, like I was talking, that teaches you the game, will get you to be better at multiplayer. And then if you have good multiplayer, well, if you're going online, you can get practice for offline events if they were still around. But hopefully, we'll get more. But that's
And
the idea. Should all lead to something else.
yeah, and one of the greatest features, I think, two of the recent greatest features in my mind that really stand out. So Dragon Ball and Street Fighter Five, where you can basically see like anybody's online matches for the most part. You can watch whoever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
That's really good. And then you have Accent Core over here that lets you rewind your replays and play them.
Yeah. You can take control of the person you were playing as, or you can play as the other opponent you were playing in that replay.
Very smart. Like that's the kind of stuff that the online needs to push forward, because I think we're getting to the point where every fighting game is gonna have the base online. Like, this is
Yeah.
what you need to do, and this makes it good. We're almost there, and
Yeah.
once we get there, I think they're gonna have to figure out how to go up. And like there, I don't know really what to do. There just needs to be a way to involve more people. Even like maybe like even mass spectator mode, like
Yeah, they
where
have that.
you can
They
what?
have that in Smash where you can bet gold or like in-game money
Yeah,
to do
that's
that.
really smart. Like,
Yeah, it's a little like betting, you know? It's like fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
why isn't there a salty bet mode in a game?
That'd be too good, bro.
Why
I
isn't
can't-
that a mode?
I'd
Why
do
can't-
no, Street Fighter 5, I'd be spending my fight money as we
Yeah.
speak on
I'll do
every
it.
Alex player. Oh,
Okay, buddy.
What's up? What's up, Bullish?
I was gonna say the same thing, Pedro. Was like, if I could bet with my fight money in 5, it'd be raps.
Yeah,
That'd be sick.
yeah.
I love salty bet, man. It's too much fun. Not to bet on your favorite character.
And then
Even though you might
I
bet on
mean,
DB.
like, even think about this. So, Accent Core has the play as the person in the replay thing, right?
Yeah.
What if
broken.
you could download someone else's replay to your game and
Oh,
you could
shit.
do that as somebody else? So, like, maybe, but let's just say for some stupid reason you want to practice the Daigo parry, but you want the exact moment.
Oh, that'd
Right?
be sick. That'd be sick. Yeah,
And
where
you-
like you're getting angry because he keeps low forwarding you. Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, like you want the exact moment, you want to be in that situation, like you want to play it.
Oh, I would
That
do that.
that is awesome. And the best part is if online tournaments become more popular and like, you know, there's another Evo Moment 37 or whatever, because that's always going to happen.
Yeah.
You can go play someone's game and be like, all right, this is what he could have done
To beat him, yeah.
to beat it.
Yeah, like no, like Bonchan's crazy ass reads, like being on that where Fujimura command dash and he just low forward.
Yes.
I'm like, what,
Yes.
I'm like, why? Why was he doing it? He called. What was he thinking? You know,
Yeah.
that'd be sick.
And
I love that moment.
it,
MCU.
like there just needs to be more just innovative things, I think, for online.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like that's the next thing that'll really push things further, to be
Yeah.
honest.
I think you hit the mark. That's the next step.
Yeah,
I was.
Yeah, that's a good one, Dan. You did good.
thank
Yeah,
you.
I would. You know, it was pretty good, man. I think Malaysia had the best one though. Nah, it's fun. It was pretty good. Though. It was pretty good. Yours has like a lot of interconnecting parts, so I think that's why it's the next step.
I just think all those things, if they somehow work in tandem, it's like it's over. Like,
The worst part is it's in other games. I wouldn't even say
Yeah.
from the same developers. It's just in other games.
it's in
but they're
other
mostly
games. Yeah.
Western devs.
And honestly,
I-
you know what? That's worked out for us before. Because I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure rollback, if I'm not mistaken, the idea is from shooting games. Because
yeah.
I'm,
It is.
yeah, I'm pretty
Can't remember
sure
which
they
one,
use, you know, like kind of
Gears
rollback.
of- It was Gears of War, maybe. I don't even know. It was like one of them.
I think just shooters just use rollback sort of in general. Or like
I know Mario Kart does too.
not
kinda-
not like GGPO, but like some
yeah.
sort of rollback solution. Because that's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
people like in Call of Duty when the lag's really bad, they're fucking teleporting everywhere.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
it's still funny. Oh man, so you know, I hate that shit, bro. Plug your shit in, bro. Ethernet.
Plug it in. Now,
I
Plug it in.
gotta get this off my chest because we didn't talk about BF
go
that
ahead.
much.
Go ahead.
Etsuzanko, best move in the game. You know, that's all I gotta say. Jackie Bryant, hypest character ever.
Hmm.
Alright? He has a punch parry that if you're standing neutral and you throw a punch normal at him, he grabs that shit and he beats your ass. And then he puts you back into a standing reset with plus frames. Godlike. He's God. That's all I gotta say. Also, he has a backflip kick. Broken move. But don't nerf. It's a good move.
Excuse me.
All I gotta say.
It's black.
Alright, man. We gotta wrap this up, man. You got anything else, or?
No. I'm thinking that's about it.
Ah,
Maybe we'll talk more in depth. Hold on.
cool. Yes, baby.
Hold on. Let me
You guys
let
gotta
me
talk
think
about
a minute.
the prospects of a Riot fighting game next time.
We already
That-
talked about the.
Oh,
Oh no, we do need to talk about it a little bit more just to get like some of the content they're probably gonna put in, because you could just like directly correlate it to their newer project, like what's it called? Dude, I can't Valorant. There you go. That's the one. Like they're doing some cool stuff in there, shit like that.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
whatever.
I always forget about this. That's the other thing. That online tournaments could be revolutionized with
Yeah.
is so back to the having a tournament mode.
Yeah.
There should be a way to where it like a normal tournament, you go like, okay, I'm gonna enter, you know, and it should put you into a pool, that's randomly matched up,
You see, dude. Yeah.
and the thing about it is that you just think about it like this: the pools will just be infinitely faster. Like an online tournament might only take hours, as
Yeah.
opposed to 2 days. like,
Are you right?
it could be hours, and the best part is all the matches would be online, so they have the footage. They're somewhere, and that's the other thing too. Why is there no fighting game that has like an internal streaming service, like where you can just watch, like you can just go and see your favorite player play, like you can just watch whoever the fuck you want to watch, like on your free time. Or if they had like a recent big match that, I don't know, like maybe there's a Facebook, you like the thing, if there's like a recent match that has a lot of likes, why can't like that pop up in a suggestion? Like that stupid window that doesn't do anything in Guilty Gear Strive.
Oh, you mean the news thing where it
Yeah, yeah,
tells that some of the players are
yeah,
winning or whatever? Win
yeah,
streaks?
like pop up, like it pops up there, and then it's like, do you want to watch this match? It has like 1,000 likes, and it's like, yeah, sure, I'll watch it. You know,
Ah, I feel you.
and
Yeah,
then
I
it'll
think
bring up their buffer. You can see their inputs, and then you can download the replay if you want or whatever. Like
That'd be pretty good.
There's-
Yeah, that's actually really cool too. Yeah.
yeah, like
Yeah, man. I mean, you're basically reiterating what you said.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
get grabbed 6 times in a row on my own. I'm trying to relive it.
Yeah,
That's
he does
crazy.
all of it. He's right. Nah, man. All right, Dan. Is that the last topic?
that's the last one. I'm done with this.
All right, let's do our outro then. You go first.
What the hell's the outro?
All right, I'll do it first. All right, it was your boy Pedro, aka Lazy Laze. Go to my twitter.com/lazylaze and then just put a capital V. What else? My
Capital
Twitch. I'm at twitch.tv/lazylaze.jv5. It'll be in the description. You know how it is.
It is
And then we gotta say thank you to our guests here, Malesh and Paulo. Apollo left, so we will get Malesh to do his outro and chill his podcast called the Mimi Cast. Let's go, Malesh.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm Alesh. Me and my friend Mia, we do a anime podcast that also does some Enigma stuff here and there called Mimicast. It's
Goated.
me cast.
Yeah. Broken.
We have we're on everything. We're on the Spotify's, YouTube, all that good stuff. So make sure to check us out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The links will be in the description.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. You, Dan. Talk to him.
This is Black Dan, host of this podcast. Y'all already know where you can find me. They in the description. I ain't gonna sit here talking about it.
Twitter.com/BlackDan1. Twitch.tv/BlackDan1.
He got me.
YouTube.com/BlackDan1.
You're already on the YouTube. But
I'm gonna say it again. You know how it is.
But anyway, see y'all later.